Welcome back. We're going to play some more TW9. Uh, last time we were here, we had just finished our first uh, event, which I believe was Dynamite. And the feedback of our show was awesome. If we look through this really quick, if anything cool happened. No. Let us check this. 3 million billionaires. Oh, Yuma says Rising Hato is going to be a star. So let's give. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but that's what just happened. So CPU there. Back over here. Alright, we'll get back to this. Alright. So delete those. Anybody new? No. Alright. I did make a couple changes, mostly with the stables. If we look at, we no longer see young lions. We now see rookies, and I created this. I messed with this to create, this backdrop and logo, and also for the pack. So they're not just using random logos. Now they actually have ones made for them. I changed this from Young Lions to Rookies because Young Lions are specifically New Japan, and I also couldn't find anywhere that explains what All Japan calls their Young Lions. So I'm just calling them Rookies. But yeah. But I've also realized that I've probably been giving too many points. So I plan on having the points I've already given people, and then we're going to spin those points out or roll them. So first, let us come back here. This is our spreadsheet. And we're going to round and round up, half and round up, so that'll go down to a 2. 0, 0, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right. And we're going to roll these out. And we're going to use this. So, let us go to our first guy over here, Atsuki Aoyogi. And if we go back over here, we can see what these rolls are. So a 1 will give we can add or subtract or change an attribute. A 2 is a primary mental skill. Performance 3 is a performance skill. 4 is a fundamental or physical skill. 5 is some other random skill that doesn't fall under those, so maybe give him a couple points of booking. And then miscellaneous is, maybe give him a mentor or some sort of injury, or if he's injured, has had a bunch of injuries, fix that. And then if it's one of these four, the increased primary performance, fundamental, or other skill, we roll again to find out how many points he's going to get. So a 1 is a 1, 2, but if he gets a 6, it's a 2 times 5. So let's start. And Atsuki will get a 6 and a 3. Big Tao Tao didn't get anything. Neither did Blue Demon. Dentamura got 2. He will get a 3 and a 2. Then we're going to save. El Santo got 2. 1 and a 4. Which is actually really good. Can get rid of the bad attribute. Oh no, that was Destiny, not El Santo. Here comes El Santo. He got a 6 and a 2. Bono didn't get anything. Jack Kennedy didn't get anything. Legendario got 3. And he will get a 5, 3, 6. Alright, let's save that. Ren Ayabe got 2. 2 6s. Rising Hayato got 2. A 4 and a 2. Ryo Inoue got a 1. And gets a 1. Yuka Honda got 3. And a 3, 6, 5. Seigo Tachibana got 2. 4 and 3. I mean, yeah. Well, 3 and 4. Shoki got 2. 5, 3. Let's save again. Toa Isakawa got 2. 3, 4. And Yuma Onzagai got 2. 2 1s. Alright. So, let us do this. So, let us show where we're at over here. I just made upgrade roll over here. We're going to save again. So, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will give us upgrade rolls. So I need 1 here. I need 1 here and here. I need 1 here, 1 here, 2 here. Here. All right. So we will go back to our dice roller. And Atsuki needs 1. And he will get a 5-pointer. Dan Tamura gets 2. And 2 5s. Destiny gets 1. And he gets a 2. El Santo Jr. gets 1. And he gets a 5. Legendario gets 2. Oh, not 3. 2. And he gets 2 1s. Rising Hayato gets 2. And he gets a 2 and a 5. Ryuki Honda gets 2. Let's save. He gets a 6 and a 3. So that's a 2 x5. 5 and a 3. Sego gets a 3 and a 5. Shoki, same, gets 2, which is a 4 and a 3. Toa gets 2, which is a 6 and a 3. So 2 x5 and a 3. All right. So now that we're done with that, we can turn off the dice roller. Move this over here again. All right. And we can go back into here. All right. So we need to go into here. Right. In-game editor. And down to workers. And works for AJPW. Wrestler, there we go. And age. All right. First up is Atsuki Ayogi. All right. So he can get a relationship, a mentor, injuries. Doesn't have any injuries. All right. We will come back to this. After, since I need to be somewhere else. And we're going to give him a mentor. but he also gets a increase to a performance skill by 5. So performance, we're going to go up to a 62 star quality. And save. Next we have Dan Tamura, who gets a performance by 5. We'll go with star quality again. And he also gets a primary and mental skill by 5. Alright. What do we want to give? Puria, so let's give you psychology. Save. Alright, Destiny is up. He gets a attribute change. Nope, not Dan Tamura. Destiny. Alright. He doesn't have a personality, so let us give him a good personality. Or, how old is he? He's 27. Yeah, let's give you a personality. Not performance, personality. Let's make you your person. There we go. All right. Add this. He now has that. He also gets a fundamental physical skill by 2. Consistency. There we go. El Santo gets a well, not Destiny. I want El Santo. Ooh. We're gonna heal his head. He also gets a primary mental skill. And that'll be +5. I didn't remember. Let's not save and come back. Then we're gonna heal your head to 100 and skills up to 40. Alright, next will be Legendario. We get, let's see. Alright, he doesn't need to be healed. So we're going to just check that when you come back to that. And then he gets a random other skill. By 1. So we will go over here, business skills. Oh, we'll give you another point in booking skill. And then 3 is a performance skill by 1. Right, then we have Ren Ayabe, who gets 2 miscellaneouses. So let us don't need that. We're going to make you go from tone to muscular, and then muscular to ripped. Now we'll just stay at muscular. And we need to give you so we're going to save one of these to give you a relationship. Rising Hayato gets a fun belt with physical skill to 2. Let's give you more consistency. And then also a primary mental skill by 5. $64. All right. Ryu gets an attribute. That's not attributes. That's attributes. So currently doesn't have a personality. How old are you? 22. Oh. We want to give you one of the ones that makes it so you grow better. There we go. You are now a prodigy, Ryu. Like if we look, his star quality is 57. But now he's a prodigy. Ryuki Honda. Don't need to change any of those. Alright. You get a miscellaneous. Alright, we're going to save that. Give you a mentor. So Ryuki Honda is going to get performance skill 2 times 5. So up to 71 star quality, and then up to 71 charisma. And he's also going to get a other skill by 3. Huh. What is his psychology right now? 58. Alright, I'm going to change around these stats at things later, but for now, we're going to give you 3 points in color commentating. And I just messed that up. So 3 points color commentating, then it was 5 in here and 5 in star quality. And then save. Alright, then we're going to Sego, who gets a 3 and a 4. Performance, mental. So performance by 3. I'm not keeping him long term because he's also with somebody else. So let's actually give him charisma. Then a fundamental physical to 5. Then we have Shoki. gets a 5 and a 3. So he gets a other skill by 4. And he gets a performance skill by 3. Then we have Toa, who has a performance and also a fundamental. So it gets a performance 2 by 5. So of course we're going here. And charisma. Then he gets a fundamental physical by 3. 67? Yes. Yes. Alright. And then we have Yumanzai, who gets 2 attribute changes. So he's already a prodigy. He's a professional. Alright, miscellaneous. Oh no. A marketing dream. Um, I wish I had given that to him earlier, but healing factor is good. where's Talent Spotter? That's a personality. All right, positive outlook. All right, there we go. So now we need to come back to Yogi, who's going to get some sort of relationship thing. All right, let us give you. No, not Yuan's eye. All right, let's make change, and then we're gonna come over to our roster. Relationships, right? All right, so yeah, he is his brother's protege. Which probably shouldn't do. All right, we're gonna change that. Now that I know that I have it correct. Edit relationship. change, and then we're going to make it be Kenta Kobayashi. Kenta Kobayashi has taken him under his wing, and I am... Alright, yes, I am good. I am on the right page. Alright, let's come back over here, roster. There we go. Alright. Then let us look at, well, let's save this. Let us look at Legendario. Do you have, what are your personal details? Summon the D'Angelo. Alright, you're 26. You're Skate. Relationship. Dario. Alright. We look at Skate now. He is now the mentor of Legendario. So alright, and then back to here. Rena Yabe needs somebody. Let's see if he has a mentor yet. Personal details. He's a protege of Takemichinoku. So we don't want to do that. Can I give more than one mentor? Yes. Yes, I can. All right, protege. Naito. All right, and then Ryuki Honda. Ryuki Honda, personal details, has no mentor. That needs to change. That is going to be Masahiro Chono. All right, and then let us come back to here, and I want everybody with at least 75 in psychology. So I'm basically putting these guys down as possible mentors. All right. Then Kenta has one. Skade has one. And Tetsuya Naito has one. And Ryuki Honda is Masahiro Shono. There we go. And if I look, how many people are you actually? Kira, who you mentor to? Kanto. Skade had a whole bunch of mentees. I believe you do too. No. All right. So we're gonna save here. I'm gonna go eat lunch. That is good. And then once we are done with lunch, we'll come back and actually play the game. All right. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one.